Alright, well everybody, Speedweeks has come to an end for me. I ain't gonna lie, I got a long ride home. I should be home about 5:30 this morning in the morning, but I was ready to go. I am ready to get home in my own bed, have my own shower, and I miss my dogs. But man, it's been incredible. I ain't gonna lie. The ups and the downs. I mean, but I love being around what I was around, you know. So the people and the camaraderie and the pits. Just first off, huge shout out to Will Harrington and his whole crew. We got tied up in, well, Shirley got spun in our heat race, and I don't know how, but Donald barely missed him, but he still hit it. Broke the whole right side of the roof. The roof was hanging. So we finished 5th because of that in our heat race. So obviously we got to go to the B main. There's no time in between hot laps, qualifying. There's no time between heats and B mains. Like, you got 10 minutes maybe. By the time that car was parked, one of the good dudes from Will Harrington's crew was on top of the race car putting rivets in our roof. Their whole crew, Will included, we had 6 people working on that car trying to get that car right and be back ready, so because we were starting on the pole of the B main. So shout out to them, man. That is awesome. That's what it's all about in the pits, man. When you got, it don't matter. And obviously, you know, Will and Donald and everybody, they're real good friends, you know. But even if they wasn't, I still feel like whoever, they would have still jumped on board and tried to help, you know. But that's just the people that they are. I loved being parked beside them. I had Michael Leach, one of my boys, on one side, and Will Harrington, one of my other boys, on the other side. Never met his crew. His crew treated me like I was one of theirs, man. I'm back in the car out in the morning. Old boy, Brent, he's bringing me a bacon and egg sandwich. Here you go, man, eat this. Every time they had food, hey, man, there's some food back there. Go get you something to eat, man. These guys had a darn hot dog like you'd see in the, man, sore right there. They had a hot dog thing, like you go in a convenience store where they roll the hot dogs on. Had one of them, man. Had hot dogs on the go. But shout out to them. Huge thank you for them for helping us, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have been able to make that B main. Because of that, we ended up making the race. Now, yeah, we fought a bad we fought a bad handling car, but it was because we had, our roof didn't look too good. It was a scramble to get it back. It was. Shout out to Will's wife or girlfriend, I'm assuming his wife. We were so busy getting everything worked on the car, we never thought about tear-offs. And she looks at me and is like, does he need tear-offs on his helmet? And I'm like, yeah. She took it and put the tear-offs on the helmet for the A main. B main. I don't know. But she grabbed the helmet and she went and put tear-offs on it. So shout out to her. We didn't think about that, and you need tear-offs there bad. Will and Donald was telling me they were pulling off 2 of them going down the straightaway sometimes. Donald said he'd put his hand up in front of his face so the mud would hit his hand, so he would conserve the tear-offs. He's literally got a wet rag in there, so down the straightaway he can wipe clean. Yeah, crazy, right? As fast as they're going, he's got a wet rag and he's wiping his, yeah, crazy. But man, this week is just, obviously, you know, we want to do better. But when you are racing you know, the top 60 guys in the country. I mean, a lot of these teams have such a massive budget compared to ours. And hell, it is literally just me, Donald, and Billy. And Billy's 70 years old, so Billy he don't need to be doing all the physical and climbing up under the car and doing all that stuff right there. Me, I'm still green. You know, I tried to do everything that I possibly can. You know, I have learned so much over the past, you know, week and a half that it is, like, I knew this was going to be hard. I knew it would be hard. But you can multiply that by 10. That's how, it's just the fact that, you know, when you don't have no support divisions, and as a fan, you don't want no support divisions. You want to see the super late models. That's what you came for. As a crew member, you want them support divisions a little bit anyway, at least so they can kind of pack the track down a little bit, get it going a little bit. But I'm telling you, there's no time in between, especially if you were in Group A. You get like 10 minutes, man. And then 10 minutes, your job is to, you know, get all the tires off. A lot of teams put brand new tires on every time. Not us. You know, I'm buffing them tires every time they come in. So to do 2-3 tires in less than 10 minutes, get them back on, get the lugs tight, get them torqued down, get the air pressure set, get the shield back on. There's a hopping porn store, adult private viewing. And when I say it's hopping, there's about 15 darn cars at this place. Wow. Anyway, but yeah, you're strapped for time, especially if you don't have the manpower. A lot of these bigger teams, you know, they got 4 or 5. Because I'm in staging and I'm watching them, and they are just so nonchalant and changing tires and stuff, and I am literally running the entire time. It's crazy, man. But I love it, man. I do love it. You know, it's way different than the fan aspect, because, like, I don't watch nothing. Every main event, I'm watching my car. I'm watching that 79 car. I'm not, occasionally I'll glance at the lead, you know. I will glance at the scoreboard. I don't know what happened tonight, but, like, I guess with 10 laps to go, the scoreboard quit. But, you know, my concern is my car, how it's handling, how can we make it better. But yeah, man, just the people that I've gotten to hang out with this week, man, last week, you know, it makes it so much better. Dang, the deer, man. Like 6 of them right there. But it just makes it that much better when you're there for a week. Like, we were there for 6 days a day, or this week. You know, to have good friends on both sides of you, you can't beat that, man. You can't beat that. So I was very thankful for the people that we had beside us, man, and not saying everybody's going to help you. They're going to help you as much as possible, you know, because nobody wants to see another man fail. You know, everybody's got the same love and the same passion. And that's what me and Jason always preach, man. Every time me and Jason went to the race, just the love and support that we get, man. And it's really cool to be on this side of it now. And everybody come up, you know, Smoke, what's going on, man? What's happening? How you enjoying it, man? You liking doing this on this side of things? And Jason, every single person asks, where's Jason at? Why ain't he at the races? Is he even gonna come to the races anymore? Come on, Jason. He is at Scriven tonight. So, you know, he did go to Georgia without me. So I'm proud of him. I hope, Boogie Dog, I hope you're proud of him too, you know. But, yeah, man, it's grueling and it's hard. Not gonna lie. Coach just sent me an update. Overton, Dotson, Mitchell, Brown. Come on, Michael. Let's get up there, man. But it's been an unbelievable adventure. I am definitely ready to go home. That's why I was like, you know what? As soon as this race is over, I'm going back to South Carolina. I am ready for my own bed. I am ready for my own shower. I made a big rookie mistake, and everybody that knows is going to laugh about this, but I didn't know until last night that when you take a shower in these toters, you're supposed to turn the water off while you're taking a shower. I didn't know. Last 2 nights, I've been so dirty and so tired, I've kind of just stood there in the hot shower going, oh, man. Well, I ran it out of water. So today, Bubba off of the Riggs crew, man, he's watching me, and I'm coming over there getting 5-gallon bucket after 5-gallon bucket filled up to take back to go fill up so Billy and Donald could take a shower tonight. I learned my lesson, though. I know now. So that was one of the big lessons I've learned today or last night. But yeah, I'm gonna do a video tomorrow to kind of explain, and then we're gonna do try to get Brian and Jason to do a podcast maybe Monday or Tuesday night, and I can maybe go into a little bit more detail of, you know, everything that I experienced and everything, and just try to fill everybody in. I've been trying to do the best I can on my nightly recaps, and you know, everybody, y'all seem to be real interested on things that go on in a crew member's life. So I'm gonna try to keep that up. I'm gonna try to continue to do a nightly recap every night, and if I forget one night, I'm sorry, but I think I should be able to. I mean, this last 2 weeks, like I said, it's grueling, man. But my adrenaline's kicked up so much, it's hard for me to go to sleep for a few hours afterwards. So, you know, hanging out with all the guys, man, and after the race that's pretty sweet, man. Jacob and the Canadian, eh? Sorry, Sean, I'm just gonna call you the Canadian. But those guys are awesome, man. Keegan, I was glad to meet Keegan. Rhino, I met you today, man. I was glad to meet you too, man. And RK Racing Media, he's a good guy too. Just everybody that I've kind of met. It was kind of funny because at Alltech, Billy comes up to me and he goes, man, how do you know all these media guys? Like, how do you know all these flow racing guys? Because, you know, Rigsby come talk to me, and then Shelton and Dustin Jarrett and all them come talk to me. And Billy's going, how do you know all these people? And I'm like, Billy, I've been around on Twitter for the last year, and I've got to meet all these people at the racetracks. You know, I've just got to, I mean, a bunch of y'all I never met until last week or this week. Courtney met Courtney at Alltech, going through Gainesville right now, home of the Gators. Go Tigers. Courtney, you're gonna love that. But yeah, it's great people. I'm very fortunate to be in the situation I have to be able to do this. We made it through Speedweeks. We've got both of our cars intact, motors intact. So full speed ahead on this Lucas Tour the rest of the year. It's looking like Billy really wants to run March Madness at Cherokee, so sounds like we're going to be there, depending on how everything looks once we get everything broke back down at the shop and looking over the car. We think we might got something wrong with the car right now because he wasn't too happy tonight. We fought that car all week, man. We've been adjusting, and it's responded a little bit, but we've been a half second off consistently, half second off. When you're racing the top drivers in the world. A half second off puts you at the back. When you start at the back of a heat race, that ain't no good. That's not going to do no good when you're starting at the back. And it's a grind to fight your way to the... I'm very proud we did make all 3 of the points features. We had to take a provisional last night. But we had a decent car last night, but the track it seemed totally different tonight. Last night we could rip the high side and we were making momentum. Tonight, it was bottom. And we could not get the car to go on the bottom at all. He came in, we made a massive adjustment, nothing. Came back in, tried to do the other side, couldn't quite get to it in time, but could not get the car to roll the bottom. It was just way too tight. But we finished, cars in one piece. We had some good runs at Alltech. I felt like, we were decent at Bubba, but like I said, when you start at the back of a heat race, it's hard to climb your way to the front, especially with heat races. They generally single file out. I know there was some pretty big wrecks in some of the heat races. I talked to Freddie Carpenter after the race tonight. He's fine. He's a little bit sore. I didn't see what happened, but I could see his car, and it was ripped to shreds. And let me tell y'all about this. So during that heat, that's when we hit Shirley. And I'm glad Shirley didn't hit that wall head on fast, because that could have been bad, man. But I couldn't see the right side of the race car. I needed to know how bad it was, and I'm walking all around the infield, and I'm trying to look at it, trying to see how bad it is. From the infield, it looked fine. Somebody called Billy and told Billy, that it was all wrinkled up on the right side. So Billy's going, I wish there was a way we could see the other side of that car. And I go, we're in the red flag. They're attending to Freddie. And I'm like, heck, Billy, I'll run over there. I don't know if it showed me, if anybody caught me doing this, but I sprinted from the infield across the track, all the way through the stands, so I could get right beside the car from the stand side and look at it. And I wanted to make sure there wasn't no tire damage. And I'm telling you, man, I was full sprint from the infield back to the car so I could see it. I wanted to, like, Donald, it's good, man. I'm like, just send it. And I hear everybody in the crowd heard me say that. And you hear everybody in the crowd go, send it. And then I sprinted all the way back across the track. And Donald's sitting in the car. He's like, man, I seen you just running across the track. Oh, man. But I got back. Boy, I felt like I was about to die. I was tired. I was out of breath. I didn't have no wind. But, hey, I'm committed, man. I'm committed, full-blown. Billy's laughing his butt off. He's like, man, I couldn't believe you did that. Hey, we need to find out something's wrong with the car. I'm going to go check it out. I don't care how long it was. But, that was funny. I ain't gonna lie, man. That was funny right there. Thankfully, the tire wasn't, the roof was, Donald sitting there, he's like, the roof is screwed, man. I'm like, but your tire's okay. Go get them. But, man, I tell you what, man, it's been a unbelievable time, unbelievable experience. Billy and Donald, they're some good people, man. I lucked up and got with a good group of guys, man, because being on the road so much and being away for that long, you got to have people that you enjoy being around. You got to have people that you can joke and cut up with and have fun with. Oh, my back's hurt. But you got to have people that you like to be around, man. And thankfully, I enjoyed their company. They seem to enjoy my company. So that's what matters, man. I feel good with my decision of trying to come on board with them, and just feel so blessed to have that opportunity to get in. My goal this year was to go racing full time. I wanted racing to be my full-time job this year. The Lord works in mysterious ways. You know, I just happened to get lucky, and Donald made a post, and I just happened to see it right when he posted it, and the rest is history. Now here I am, you know. So I'm very fortunate, very blessed to be where I'm at. You know, I look forward to this year. I'm gonna get to go to some cool places. Thankfully, you know, it ain't gonna be like the last 2 weeks. Another thing, I'm gonna give my props to every one of these teams out there and these guys out here who do the entire Speedweeks. Talking Golden Isles, Volusia, Alltech, Bubba, back to Volusia next week. Man, these guys, that's a grind. That is a grind. That is a lot of, yeah, that's some busting your butt work right there, man. And I am wore out, boy. I am wore out. So I'm very much ready to get home and get to my bed. I'm gonna take about 3 or 4 days. I got an AC unit being installed at my house to kind of crap the bed when I went to Golden Isles. So I got that being installed on Wednesday, and then on Thursday I'm gonna head back to Georgia, go get back to work on them race cars, man. Donald's gonna kill me, man, because I'm gonna miss out on wash day. He's like, you butthole, man, you gonna be home, I'm gonna make me do it all by myself. But anyway, man, I got about a 6-hour ride home. I should be home about 5 a.m. Anybody want to call me and keep me awake at any time, man, feel free. Because it's about to be a long night ahead of me. But I think I might have clicked off about an hour by now. So almost to Jacksonville. Might end up getting me some Whataburger. There's a Whataburger that's open 24 hours. I love me some Whataburger. So like I said, I appreciate everybody tuning in, checking us out. Make sure that I'll be back on the Ripping the Lip podcast on X on Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central Time. And don't forget to go check out our the YouTube channel, Ripping the Lip. I left a GoPro in the hauler. I was about to say I got some content I got to get to editing. I got some cool in-car camera. I got to buy another bracket because my dang bracket busted. But we got some. I'm gonna have some cool in-car camera footage of some cool stuff over the past week and a half, man. So that's gonna be coming up. Yeah, man. But like I said,
continue onto US 301 North.
It's probably about to do it again. Sorry. I won't talk while I was doing it. Okay. But thanks for the support. Y'all check us out, man. Like I said, I'm going to try to get with Coach.
In 1.8 miles, keep left.
I'm going to get with Coach and Jason, and maybe we can come up with a good hour or two episode of the Ripping the Lip podcast over on YouTube. That'll be, try to get that posted sometime by the end of the week. But yeah, thank y'all. Thanks for all the love and the support, man. I look forward to meeting more people that follow us and everything like that. Just thank y'all, man. I appreciate this. This is a awesome journey I'm on, and I love sharing it with everybody, man. This is something I love to do.
In 1 mile, keep left.
I'm trying to give a different perspective on things that people don't get to see every day. You know, I don't know any other crew guys that's doing blog videos and stuff about, you know, the day in and day out life of a crew guy. You know, you got a bunch of teams that, you know, they do their YouTube channels and stuff like that. But I'm going to just try to give you a little insight on how I see things and what I have to do and my perspectives on everything, you know. So that's what I intend on doing. I intend
Keep
on
left.
keeping that up, and y'all keep following along with me. And I appreciate y'all. I should be home 5-6 o'clock in the morning. So until then,
In about 2 miles, keep left.
that's bad. I can't even think of Jason's saying right now. Y'all be good. Later.